Hey guys, so I haven't made a video in a long time and I've been meaning to do it properly, but it just really isn't happening, so anyways, I'm homesick, which is the only reason I seem to actually have the time to do this. I thought I'd do a little update since the last time I did any kind of workout update or exercise or life. Okay, for starters, at the end of August, I started a job in a warehouse, which my husband had started at the same place about 2 months before and had lost a ton of weight, and I was, to say, jealous, but I was also very surprised when I started working there that I did not experience the same weight loss. You would have thought, starting a job where you basically walk 6 to 9 miles a day depending on how long you have to work, instead of just your maybe 3 on a good day, would be cause for weight loss, but in my case it wasn't. Still hasn't been, as you can plainly see by looking at me. Part of it, I think, might be that I stopped exercising. Stopped exercising because I didn't want to put my body through hell. I thought I would give myself a couple of months working, get my body used to being on its feet all the time, and just the work that I actually do. It's just, I started again for a little while and it was going okay, and then I had a major down cycle for my depression hit, and I just haven't been able to get myself back into it. The most I've been able to do is start run training, and partially that's because I paid a lot of money to do a lot of races this year, and I want to be able to actually do them. My diet has been incredibly inconsistent as well since I started this job, which does not help anything. I can definitively say that I really have noticed negative reactions, negative weight gain, well, negative, if I do lots of veggies, it's not so bad, but if I do something like pasta or bread or, rice, doesn't matter if it's the healthy kind or the unhealthy kind, any of it, I just don't seem to respond well to it. I tend to bloat and then gain weight and then spend weeks taking off the weight that I did just from eating that. It also seems that potatoes, I can't really do potatoes anymore, which makes me sad because those are my favorite things on earth. So I don't think I've really talked to you guys since I did my 10K in September, which was okay. I think, yeah, that was the Disneyland half marathon weekend, and I didn't have a spectacular time, but I didn't have my worst time. My worst time happened at my Dr. Strange 10K in November. I hadn't been running for a while, and I hadn't properly trained, and my brain said, well, you walk this every day, it won't be a problem. But I didn't have a good timer with me. I didn't have a running buddy, and it turns out that I really need a running buddy because otherwise I give myself too many breaks. I go, oh no, it's okay that I'm walking this time again, blah. So I actually technically got swept at that one, but they allowed me to, they just cut part of my course off and I still went through the finish line. And I was bummed by that. And that was the beginning of November, and I had made the decision that I was definitely going to start running again, and because I needed to train for my first half marathon in January. Guess what didn't happen? That's right, I did not train. And I have some really, awesome people in my life who are definitely in a different physical place than I am, and my brain said, well, if they can do it without doing proper training, I can do it. I have to say that investing in goo was a really good idea for me. I think I made it as far as I did, partially because of goo and partially because of the fact that I walk that amount, walk a lot at work. I got officially swept from my first half marathon, so I didn't get to finish. I will say that I tried to finish. I was still trying my damnedest when they brought up the buses, but we were on a public street, so they couldn't just cut my course short. And because I knew I was ill-prepared by the time I actually did it, I wasn't surprised that I got soaked. I was bummed, but I wasn't surprised. And I kept thinking that day, maybe I should stop signing up for these things, blah, etc., etc. Maybe this just isn't for me anymore. So apparently, in my mind, a few days later, I decided, oh no, really, that means I just need to sign up for more, such as the Mad Eye Moody 5K, which I did on February 2nd, the Superheroes 4.1, because superheroes always go the extra mile. It's actually a real Florida race too. I signed up for 3 other virtual races between now and the middle of March. And on top of that, I'm doing, for the 3rd year in a row, the Fontana Days run, because why not? And then, not only did I decide, oh sure, let's try for another half marathon, I decided that I should do the double and do a 10K and then the next day do a half, because I'm crazy, and apparently I need to have these lofty goals for myself in order to keep going. And then I decided, but I really want to do it for the Superheroes weekend too. So I signed up for that one, like an idiot. And then, because I wanted to be able to still do races with my sister, we are meeting out in Florida for the Disney Wine and Dine Half Marathon. And I'm sure that at some point I'm going to find more races to sign up for, most likely virtual, but so, you know, I mostly feel like my entire life I keep setting goals that I know I can't get, or even if I know I can get them, somehow fail to get to, and, you know, really trying to dig into why that is. But I also just know I need to keep trying. I need to, you know, giving up really can't be an option, because, well, then that proves a lot of people in my life right that I don't want to be right, because they're very negative people. So, yeah, I thought I'd just give you guys a quick update. I mean, this isn't the quickest updates, but I'm not very active on Instagram right now because I haven't really been active in general. I'm trying to get myself back there, and, you know, it's a one day at a time thing. I've actually been so sick this week I haven't done any of my runs, but last week I did the 5K, and 2 days later I did the 4.1 miler, so it's all in perspective. I have other goals, and I'm thinking about maybe trying to do some more videos about it later on, quicker, sweeter, but until then, bye.